family was everything. The youngest of three sisters had always dreamed of becoming a wife and mother. By March 2015, she seemed to have it all, a beautiful home in Denver, 2 children, and what looked like a happy marriage. But on the morning of March 1st, just hours after discovering her husband's betrayal, she was found dead in her shower. What seemed like a tragic accident would take 7 years to be revealed as something far darker. She grew up radiating joy, known for her kindness, love of pink, and energy at every gathering. Most of all, she wanted a family. That dream seemed fulfilled when she married a charismatic man 14 years older. Their wedding was a fairy tale, and soon they settled into suburban life with their daughter and son. From the outside, they looked perfect. She was president of the school PTO and active in charity work. But behind closed doors, cracks were widening. Her husband struggled to hold jobs, controlled the finances, and threatened that if she left, she'd lose everything. On top of this, he was chronically unfaithful, creating fake dating profiles and living a double life. In February 2015, using the alias Robert Wolf, he met another woman on Tinder. He told her he was divorced and painted himself as a victim. Within days, she realized something was wrong. Searching online, she discovered he was still married. On March 1st, at 6:20 a.m., she emailed his wife, explaining everything and even attaching proof. By 9 a.m., the two women spoke by phone. Despite the devastating news, she was calm and kind. But she ended the call with 4 words that would later prove critical: "I'm done with him." That morning, she was supposed to collect her kids from religious school at noon. But she never arrived. Her husband picked them up instead, acting strangely. Hours later, when they returned home, he claimed to find her unresponsive in the shower. On the 911 call, he insisted he was performing CPR. Yet there were no sounds of compressions or breathing, only a toilet flushing and things being knocked over. Even more suspicious, the floor was dry, though he claimed to have pulled her from a running shower. Paramedics couldn't revive her. The autopsy found more than 80 injuries, including burst blood vessels in her eyes, classic signs of suffocation or strangulation. Still, the cause of death was ruled undetermined, leaving the case in limbo. Her family never believed it was an accident. They described years of control, threats, and infidelity. When a domestic violence expert later reviewed the case, the truth emerged. The injuries weren't from a fall or CPR. They showed she had been pinned down, suffocated, and strangled. Even the scene was staged. She was found wearing a wristwatch, something no one wears into a shower. This new analysis turned the case around. 3 years later, he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. But delays dragged the case out, appeals, the pandemic, and endless legal maneuvers. Meanwhile, he used over $500,000 from her life insurance payout to fund his defense. Finally, in April 2022, the trial began. Experts demonstrated how she was attacked, straddled, and suffocated. Witnesses testified about her final phone call, where she declared she was leaving him. The jury deliberated less than 3 hours before returning a verdict: guilty of first-degree murder. The court sentenced him to life in prison. Appeals were later rejected, with judges ruling the evidence was overwhelming. He was also ordered to pay over $100,000 for his children's therapy. Her death sparked a movement. Her family became advocates for domestic violence awareness, ensuring her story would help others escape similar fates. This case became known as the work of a sisterhood, women who refused to let a killer walk free. Their determination brought justice at last. She will be remembered not just as a victim, but as a loving mother, sister, and friend, a ray of sunshine whose life continues to inspire change. If you're drawn into stories like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Echoes of Betrayal for more powerful true crime stories where secrets, lies, and justice collide.